So good morning. It's day 3, I think, of the trip, and we are starting out by doing a little bit of walking this morning. We had a little bit of free time until about 11 o'clock. That's when we're going to be meeting in the Louvre. So I asked if it would be okay to take a group out to go do some sightseeing, and I was given the okay. So I got a group there behind me, which you might be able to see over my back of my shoulder there. But anyway, so us as intrepid explorers are going to be going up to the Pantheon, and if we have time, we might do Saint-Germain-des-Prés before we go to the Louvre. So we'll just have to see. Otherwise, we're just going to be taking it easy this morning. We'll be at the Louvre at 11, and then we're there till it should be another nice day to kind of go and walk and explore, and I think that's what I've really enjoyed most about this trip, is just being able to see the things that I'm interested in seeing, and not always being hurried or rushed, but just kind of taking your time through the city and learning about the culture, the people, and the transit system. So anyway, so we're gonna go see the Pantheon, and that sounds great. And we're just taking our time walking, so it's gonna be a good day. So we just got out of a really cool church. It's called Saint Etienne du Mont. It's actually close to the Pantheon, which is right across the street, which we're gonna go see next. And it was just really neat to go in there, especially since Notre Dame was closed for repair. Just getting a chance to see some of these beautiful churches is a real treat and pleasure. So it was nice to see that. Just an observation as we walk toward the Pantheon. Something strange I've noticed about, not strange, but interesting, different that I've noticed about France is that things just don't open until a little bit later in the day. So, as we were on our way here, walking along some of the main roads, we noticed that there were just a lot of storefronts that were still closed. And of course, it's right now about a little after 9:30 local time. And, I think that's just unheard of in America. So just one of those sort of small cultural differences that is sort of interesting to note, and I think kind of also need to explore or understand. Also, it's finals week in France, so I have a lot of the high schoolers that are standing outside the school doors, getting ready to go in to take their finals. So you might see a group of students behind me at the Henry IV School, which is over there. So anyway, I'm sorry for them, but I'm glad it's not me. know. No, I'm risking life and limb for you guys. I just wanted to like get your all's take on the morning. How you felt what the Pantheon was like.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah? What about the church?
That was also very interesting. I really liked the church. Yeah.
Sounds like a solid endorsement. Interesting. You know what though? I guarantee you that it was a whole lot better than what other people were doing this morning. Now off to the Louvre, right?
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off before I run into something. We're at the Louvre. There they are, yeah. So we're ready to go in. Actually, hopefully. I think we're still waiting on our tour guide, Mark, and Minnesotans who are traveling with us. There we go. I tried to help. Anyway, we're in the courtyard, which I actually never have been in. So that's kind of a new experience for me. So it's pretty cool out here. I don't know what we'll do yet after we get finished here, but anyway, it should be fun. I guess I'm gonna go see Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, and Winged Victory once again, and then hopefully hit a few new paintings. That should be fun. Are you excited, Liz Secondborn?
Yes.
Okay, learn more.
This time to learn German.
Hey, all right. She's preparing for our next trip to Switzerland and Germany. So.
Are you more excited for Switzerland or Germany?
Me? More excited for Switzerland. What about you?
Definitely Germany.
Germany? Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I personally am excited to go back to Switzerland. Beautiful country. Well, so much for looking forward. We're gonna enjoy the Louvre today.
Sure.
And maybe even Montmartre afterward.
That would be great.
Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, so we're on the way to see the Mona Lisa, but we're going through what I would consider probably the sensory overload portion of the museum, because of course we're surrounded by Egyptian antiquities all around us, around the room. But of course, there's also the actual rooms themselves, which are, you know, ornate and decorated. And of course, meanwhile on the floor we have, you know, any number of different, you know, patchwork of different woods and marbles. So we're just kind of overwhelmed, sensory overload with all this stuff. Like we're getting ready to come into a room now that is truly spectacular, as you see above. So, in the meantime, we continue our trek toward the Mona Lisa and the Winged Victory. So we finally made it to Winged Victory of Simon's Race. Yeah, I've seen it several times, and I don't know. I mean, it is beautiful, but I mean, there's so many other beautiful ones. St. David's, are you amazed? Thoroughly. You too, Logan? Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'm in the gallery with the Mona Lisa, and as you can see, it's quite the popular painting. It's really crowded. Good picture?
Uh-huh.
Amazed, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Is it everything that you ever expected to see? Liz is really excited.
Oh,
what?
I was checking my phone
Oh, yeah. Okay.
because once it looks
Exciting, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of a pain.
There she is. All right, so we've arrived at the last of the big three. It's right behind me. The Venus de Milo.
Picture of another woman, so let's go.
It's right there. She's right behind you.
Yeah,
I was just getting her in the frame. You've lost all interest.
I have.
It's gotta be really cold in here. Those are some rock hard nibs.
That's a good one.
Thanks for adding that to my vlog. I appreciate that. We want to keep it PG for the kids, okay?
That was PG. Everybody gets names.
Anyway,
What that sculpture is?
that's Venus de Milo.
Oh, is that a Michelangelo?
That's Aphrodite. But yeah, that's the last of the big ones. So I think we're good. What?
What is she gonna want?
I have no idea. I don't know the history of it. I just know it's famous, and we were supposed to see it. So you've seen it now. I did my job as your tour guide. So hey, do you guys want to go eat something?
Yes, food.
Sweet. All right, I think we're ready to eat. So, it's kind of getting a little bit cloudier, even though you can't tell on my face. We just went into Saint Germain des Prés.
It's pretty beautiful.
And yeah, it's beautiful. It's the oldest, I think the oldest church in Paris, isn't it? Well, anyway, it was beautiful. And they had, I think, some Vespers going on, prayer service going on. So back with the crew from yesterday.
Yes.
There they are. What? Hi. Nice. And now we're gonna go to Luxembourg Gardens, right, guys? All right. See you there.
That's on video, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fresh air. I'm good at pranks.
Anyway, we reached Luxembourg Garden where we. Oh, toilet? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, guys. We're going to the restroom. So I'll just sit over here and reflect for a moment. I haven't really spoken a whole lot today, and mainly just because I've been busy with several things. I ended up going to Montmartre with the three young ladies from the other day. Kaylin and Liz and Grace. And we had a good time. It was really enjoyable. We ended up going onto the street that I didn't go on the day that I went with these guys here and there. And we ended up getting some gelato, and it was really nice. We sat down and ate it, and then headed toward the restaurant. And on the way, Kaylin wanted to find a book, one of her favorite books in French, and she was able to find one, or find it. So it was really cool. Dinner was duck something. I don't know. It's like a southern French delicacy, so that was good. And actually, it was kind of nice. Sort of had a roast-like consistency, so that was really good. Just the portions are really small, which, I mean, it is Europe. And so now we have some free time before we go out to do the cruise, so that's what we're doing. And these guys are along for the ride. So I think we're gonna try to find the Medici Palace. So that's where we're headed next, and it should be really cool.
It was either Lorenzo's wife or Giovanni's wife, maybe, but I could be completely wrong.
I'm actually the guy.
De Medici is the last name. It's bankers.
Well, they know more than I do.
I love the Medici. They're the first not monarchy. Yeah, they're the first
Oops.
No, I think it's considered the first empire without it being government related. Because they lasted for 200 years and they had the most control over Florence during the time. And I think parts of Paris obviously. And all that area around there. But they weren't related to the government. They did it all through money. They
I
did
knew
it
the
all through-
Medici's were powerful. I just didn't know what.
Yeah, they did it all through specifically giving money to the poor to like make businesses, and then the return on that was better than all the bankers who didn't give money to the poor. So yeah.
There you have it.
Yeah, that's how they got super rich. And then they bought the Pope, or the papacy, a lot. So they're kind of bad, but other than that,
Right.
they're really good guys.
It's the that's the dark side of the Medici.
Yeah, we don't talk about that though.
So
They bought
yeah,
in good people.
there you go.
They just outbought the bad people.
So we're gonna go see what that money bought them. We're here at the estate or summer home of the Medicis, and it's quite grand. You can see the gardens out there. And basically this entire property, like everywhere around it, is all gardens. But anyway, it's pretty amazing. I never even knew this place was here when we were performing with the Ambassadors of Music. You know, it's just one of those things you just don't know about. But anyway, we're gonna try to see if we can get in and walk around. But otherwise, I guess we're just gonna take some pictures and just enjoy the sights around here. It's beautiful weather again. Probably, I would put it in the mid 70s. Just feels really good. So we'll walk around and take some pictures and I guess be on our way. So this is how we're finishing our evening with a cruise. Yeah. Say hey, everybody. Anyway, so apparently our tour guide is primarily French, so I don't know how much we're going to actually understand, but the view is great and the weather's great. We did have a brief rain shower earlier, but it's cleared up really nicely, so should be an excellent cruise.